In the last few days, there's been a lot of news from the major players in AI. Meta, Facebook released Llama 4, an open source, open weights model with a 10 million token context window. Google released a bunch of new tools from Gemini, pretty much making Google, I think, one of the top players in the AI space. And this was anticipated for years. They were just not doing so well. But that all changed in the last few months, let alone the last few weeks, let alone yesterday. They are on top. But of all the hype and all the news, the thing that I'm the most excited about that will bring me the most value today is OpenAI's new announcement for the improved memory feature. Introducing new improved memory. ChatGPT can now remember more of your past chats, so you won't need to repeat yourself as often. Want to change what it knows about you? Just ask. So I know this may be controversial, but hold on. Memory is huge. It's one of the most important things in AI. And I talk about this a lot. Whenever you hit the end of that context window or near the end, the model starts performing bad. It hallucinates. It doesn't give good answers. It forgets what you're talking about. And one of my favorite things about MCP, one of the first MCP servers that I installed that added so much value to my Claude setup, is the memory MCP server, which was better than ChatGPT's previous implementation of memory because ChatGPT only gave you, I think, like 200 memories. So when we added memory MCP to Claude, it got infinitely better because it just remembered everything. And I've done several videos on Claude memory via MCP server, and I'll link the videos above. Claude remembers everything about me, but only on my computer. If I use Claude on my phone, it doesn't know anything. So this is a big deal because ChatGPT will implement this everywhere. Right now, I only see it working on the web, but I'm sure it will come to our phones, to our desktops very soon. So improved memory FAQ updated in the last 15 minutes. Okay, if they're slowly releasing their new memory feature to all Plus and Pro users, it's going to come a bit later to users in the EEA, UK, Switzerland, the usual. Here it differentiates between the regular memory, reference saved memories, that's what they had before, where you could tell ChatGPT to save something, to remember something about you. And then the new thing is reference chat histories. So ChatGPT can use information from your past chats to make future conversations more helpful. For example, if you once said you like Thai food, it may take that into account for the next time you ask, what should I have for lunch? ChatGPT doesn't remember every detail from past chats. When reference chat history is turned on, ChatGPT will reference your past conversations to recall useful information you've shared. It uses this to learn about your interests, preferences, making future chats more personalized. Like custom instructions, when this setting is on, relevant information from your past conversations may be added to new ones. So I'm wondering, does that mean that will also eat into the context window? But I don't think so. Let's see. Does ChatGPT have storage limit when reference chat history is turned on? No storage limit. You could basically ask ChatGPT what it remembers about you, and we've seen people do this before, but I guess they made that into a feature. ChatGPT will keep information from past conversations unless you delete or archive those chats. And the big question, because the privacy side of me is saying, wait a second, do you train models with your memories? If you have the improve the model for everyone setting turned on, we may use content you share with ChatGPT, including past chats, save memories and memories from those chats to help improve our models. You can turn the setting off anytime in your data controls. The part of me that used to work in the privacy sector says turn this off, but that's up to you. So what's really cool here is, unlike their previous version, one, you don't have to tell it to remember things about you. I guess it will intelligently choose what to remember, what not to remember. Wait to see exactly how it works, but it sounds pretty promising. One question I have is, if you're in a long chat and you hit the end of the context window, if you start a new chat, will it have all the context from the previous chat? And that's something I'm gonna have to test out. So I'm gonna play with that, I'll let you know. And let's just try out the feature. Okay, so it just gave me an example. Describe me based on all our chats, make it catchy. All right, Jared, here's your custom catchy snapshot. Jared Blumenfeld, the AI-obsessed, product-minded, camera-ready tech whisperer. You're the kind of person who could teach your mom how to set up Homebridge, walk a startup founder through AGI ethics, and still drop a well-edited YouTube tutorial before dinner. Takes a little bit longer than that, but all right. With one hand in OBS and the other fine-tuning Docker containers, you're constantly bouncing between creator mode and consultant mode. You've got the brain of a PM and the heart of a teacher and the vibe of someone who really knows their way around the Apple ecosystem. You just don't explore new tools, you build ecosystems, question the ethics, consider the business model, and break it down for all others in a relatable, sometimes funny, always insightful way. So that's what they gave me when I first turned it on. Okay, that's cool. That's gimmicky. I like it. I mean, thank you, chat. Okay, so let's just test it out ourselves. Something happened to me in the last few days. I'm fine. Everything's cool, but let's just see if ChatGPT knows. What recently happened to me? Okay, that's funny. That's a huge fail. That's not me. I don't have that much hair, as you guys know. Okay, let's try that one more time. What just happened to me? It got it. So I think what happened last time is it searched for a different Jared with an A that works or used to work in the environmental space. And I'll find it's all good just a few weeks in the cast. But luckily I got Aqua Voice, who is the sponsor of this video, and it just became that much more useful for me, as you guys can imagine, because I'm right-handed. And I'll drop a link to Aqua Voice in the description below. So anyways, that's the new announcement from OpenAI. Improved memory. This is my first time trying it with you guys right here. So the first time it failed, but I'm sure it'll be improved. Given the current situation, I'm considering changing my format up a bit. I'm really excited to play with Google's newer deep research. I think I'm going to test it out against OpenAI's deep research. Let me know what you guys think. Once this new ChatGPT feature comes to iPhone and desktop, which it may have come already. I didn't get access to it yet, but it works on the web. I think it will be more powerful than Claude's MCP server, and that's just because Claude MCP memory is only on desktop right now. And I really hope this will become industry standard as well, having memory shared between all chats if you wanted to. I'm going to test out to see just how far we can push this improved memory, if it will save all the context from a previous chat, and if we'll be able to pick up from where we left off in the next chat, because that's super important. So I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow. Thank you guys for watching and have a great weekend.